Thanks, Mike, for your kind words.
Pleasure.
Mike and I go back quite a bit, and we've often talked about Pink Floyd at half 12 at night. We always said, did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in a cage? These are the words we always exchange. We try to believe that we didn't exchange, that we didn't do that. We're still playing a walk-on part in the war.
On the road,
all Pink Floyd heads, when they get together, you can't shut them up, really. So I'd like to thank Mike for his kind words, and of course to Tom here. Going to Galway is synonymous with going to Kennys. Going to Kennys in the shop that closed down a while back, but also going out to the new fine store out the road there. So it's synonymous. Every time I go to Galway, going to Kennys is part of coming to Galway. And I suppose Galway for me, when I was growing up, many people from Mayo in the 60s and 70s, it was a kind of a sparkling city. In the 70s, rural people just came here kind of on the 8th of December, like on the shopping trip. I went to Salt Hill for the summer. I used to come here with my parents to visit my brother in college. We used to go to Lydon's restaurant, or the KGB restaurant as my father used to call it. They frequently got lost around the Spanish Arch, a long way from Wood Quay, where they parked like Mayo supporters facing home at the Connacht final. When I came to college in '75, I was a bit afraid of the place, studying engineering. There was no chance for gallivanting in the first year. Subsequently, I began to love the city, especially the canals, the river, the vibrant and turbulent river, carrying water all the way from my own parish near Westport through the lakes and all the way into Galway. I observed weather since I was a child. The sky's canvas, the dark rivers hauling their load into the lakes, overflowing in a short dive towards the sea, where the swans come upstream looking for answers every night. Larkin says that if he were to invent a religion, he would use water. I would raise in the east a glass of water where any angle light would congregate endlessly. In Galway, water is central. It's a place where we can try to understand water, its consequent energies, giving the city a pivotal strategic importance as a gateway between Connemara and the rest of Galway and the country. The city seems to act as a great vortex, pulling in some magnetic way the people with vibrancy and energy and Connacht to its core. It too is a place I understand that is difficult to leave. I always feel an energy approaching Galway, something despite the years that has never gone away, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere at this stage. The poem really celebrates water, and it's along the river. It really is an apt place for the piece, because the little weir there, I often stop and watch the water coming over, and water coming from the lakes is kind of dark and it's hidden, but when it comes through Galway, it's like the sluicing of the water through all the various canals and rivers. It's like as if we get to know what it is, what water really is. And there's always a wonder associated with water, the way it travels. And children are always fascinated by water. And I have never lost that wonder in the way water moves and the way it travels in different ways. And so that is why I feel Galway is a place where there's a certain energy. The energy in Connacht seems to be concentrated here in the city. So the poem is kind of a homage to the city, and a homage to the energy and the people and the vibrancy that's here. And some of my best memories have been in the city, and I hope to have some more many years. I'd like again to thank Tom and Mike and everybody associated with making this happen. It looks really well. I'm very happy with it, and that's all I have to say. Really, thank you everybody for coming along.
Read the poem, George.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. We have to hear the poem.
Terribly sorry.
Sorry. I have it here actually, but I suppose I could read it.
It's there on stone.
It looks pretty accurate to me. It looks like Vortex. Cirrus spelling in from Greenland makes landfall over Connemara. lies in over the city, observes water plunging from Jarcus Connacht, which finally arrives, sluiced through canals and locked gates. But all it finds is sea surging upstream, at high tide, every day, asking the same question, nudging at little sloughs behind the waterfall. Around midnight, the swans venture past the weir towards O'Brien's Bridge, perceiving something. Here I begin to know water for the first time. Harnessed, it yields up its secrets in the escaping. The heron on one leg filters awareness. As halcyon days clash in the throat, you are the vortex calling me home from the abyss of thin indifference. Coming in the Headford Road, you will always be anticipation, almost overflowing, imminent.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your attention. I have just one other final thing to say, and that is a very sincere thanks to Galway City Council, who, through their tourism officer, Rory Lehman, are the sponsors of this event today and of this wonderful plaque. So thank you, Galway City Council. As always, they've been supportive from the very beginning, and thank you for your attention. We are all, if you wish, going to the Galway Arms now for a brief little reception, so anybody who would like to is most welcome. Thanks again, everybody.
Thank you.